So, good afternoon to all of you. I'm very happy to announce that my student in Career Launcher Nagpur Dharampet Center has bagged All India Rank 1 in CLAT 2023, and he's also the All India Rank 1 in AILET 2023. First of all, what a feat, Abhinav. Congratulations from all of us.
Thank you, sir.
From Career Launcher Nagpur, Dharampet, and the entire Career Launcher Nagpur family.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Abhinav, कैसा लग रहा है अभी? How does it feel to be All India Rank 1 in CLAT as well as in AILET? कैसा लग रहा है?
सर को एग्जैक्टली भरोसा नहीं हो रहा. मैं ऑलरेडी आई थिंक 5 बार रैंक चेक कर चुका हूँ, पर अभी तक मुझे नहीं भरोसा हो रहा थैंक सर. बट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड दिस इज ऑल आई कुड हैव एवर विश्ड फॉर. लाइक एलेट के रिजल्ट के बाद मुझे लगा था कि आई कुड नॉट बी हैप्पियर, बट आई एम हैप्पियर देन एवर बिफोर.
राइट, पर ऐसा कभी होता है अभिनव? ये तो दिस इज समथिंग दैट एवरी स्टूडेंट ड्रीम्स ऑफ. दोनों बड़ी एग्जाम्स में एलेट एंड क्लैट दोनों में ऑल इंडिया रैंक 1. दिस हैज हैपेंड वेरी रेयर इन द प्रिपरेशन हिस्ट्री. कभी सोचा था ऐसा?
नहीं सर, लगा तो नहीं था. After giving both the exams, I was hopeful that I would get a good rank, but one in both was unexpected.
ओके, ओके. अब व्हाट अबाउट पेरेंट्स? पेरेंट्स का क्या रिएक्शन है अभी?
सर इवन पेरेंट्स को भरोसा नहीं हो पा रहा. इवन उनने बोले कि बेटा डबल चेक करो, आर यू श्योर वन है, ऐसा दोनों में वन आ भी सकता है क्या? So they are equally, if not even, if not more happier than me. So everyone is just very, very happy. सब लोग स्माइल करना बंद ही नहीं कर पा रहे.
Okay, okay. When I was calling you when the results were declared, I think you were in your school. And school
हाँ
में क्या
सर.
reaction था teachers का? What is going on in Center Point right now?
स्कूल में भी एवरीवन वाज वेरी हैप्पी. तो मैंने स्कूल में रिजल्ट ऐसे देखा कि एक स्टूडेंट अपना फोन लेकर आई थी. सो मैंने जस्ट देखा एंड मैं देखकर ऐसा शॉक हो गया फॉर अ सेकंड. तो देन मेरी क्लास टीचर थी, मैंने उन्हें बताया. मेरी एक सब्जेक्ट मैम आई, उन्हें बताया. देन उन्होंने प्रिंसिपल को ही बता दिया directly. So I went to the principal, and then everyone was very happy. Everyone was congratulating me, and overall, amazing, just amazing.
Okay. You must also be knowing that your friend, your classmate here at Karilancha Dharampet has also bagged All India Rank 3, Shubham Thakre, in CLAT. You were studying together, right? तो उसको
हाँ सर.
congratulate किया है. Did you get the time to wish him?
नहीं सर, अभी तक बात नहीं हो पाई. आई विल कॉल हिम इमीडिएटली आफ्टर दिस इंटरव्यू, क्योंकि इतने सारे कॉल्स चल रहे हैं कि आई रियली हैवंट गॉट द टाइम टू टॉक टू हिम येट.
ओके, ओके. अच्छा, थोड़ा एग्जाम के टाइम पर चलते हैं. क्लैट व्हेन यू वर ऑन द एग्जाम डे ऑन द 18th of December, क्या सोच रहे थे? कैसा लग रहा था एग्जाम सेंटर पे जाने के बाद?
सर पहले तो मैं थोड़ा नर्वस था, क्योंकि एलेट में काफी कम लोग आए सर. वही मैं क्लैट में गया था तो एकदम खचाखच भरा हुआ था सेंटर. बहुत बहुत सारे लोगों ने क्लैट दिया. तो पहले तो मैं इतने लोगों को देखकर थोड़ा नर्वस हो गया था, बट देन मैंने खुद को शांत किया. आई टोल्ड माई सेल्फ कि ठीक है, कितने भी लोग हो, डू यू फील कि यू हैव गिवन योर बेस्ट इन योर प्रिपरेशन, एंड डू यू फील कि यू विल गिव योर बेस्ट टुडे. एंड मैंने जब इन दोनों सवालों को हाँ आंसर दिया, देन मैं खुद शांत हो गया. आई न्यू कि इफ आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड वेल एंड इफ आई एम रेडी टू गिव माई बेस्ट टुडे, देन आई विल डू वेल.
राइट. तो क्लैट, जब क्लैट तुम व्हेन यू वेंट टू टेक द क्लैट एग्जाम, राइट, यू मस्ट हैव प्रिपेयर्ड सर्टेन स्ट्रेटजी फॉर टेकिंग दीस वेरियस सेक्शंस ऑफ द क्लैट. जब
हाँ सर.
जो तुमने सोचा था और क्लैट का पेपर देखने के बाद, डिड यू मेंटेन द स्ट्रेटजी और डिड यू चेंज द स्ट्रेटजी?
So मेरी नॉर्मल स्ट्रेटेजी वाइल गिविंग अ मॉक ऐसी हुआ करती थी कि आई यूज्ड टू बिगिन विद इंग्लिश, and then I did GK, like immediately after English. Then after GK was over, I used to do one set of QT, ताकि my mind gets a little of a rest while reading. Then after QT, I used to go to legal. And then after legal, if I have a lot of time left, I used to put in one more set of QT. Otherwise, And after that one set of QT put logical. Otherwise, just after legal, immediately do logical, and then whatever remaining time I have, give to QT. But on the actual CLAT day, I did the same. Like I did English followed by GK. After that, I did one set of maths, but QT was a little tough, so I decided कि I will just come to this at the end and do however much I can. So after doing one set of QT, I went back, I did legal, I did logical, and whatever remaining time I had, I gave to QT.
ओके, तो व्हाट अबाउट द डिफिकल्टी लेवल? प्रीवियस ईयर्स पेपर से डिफिकल्ट था क्लैट इस बार, या कैसा लगा तुमको?
I would say कि English, logical and legal तो around same ही difficulty के थे as the previous years. But GK like last year was very tough. It was unexpected. Like you cannot prepare for GK like this. And QT, unlike last year, was very tough. Like 2022 ka QT was good. It was decent, very doable. This year QT was much tougher, and I was not able to, like in last year's paper, like when I gave it for practice, I did very well in QT, but this time I did not do that well.
ओके, फाइन, फेयर इनफ. तो if you take GK, you were saying GK was difficult. So what were the sources that you used to prepare for GK?
So I used to read two newspapers, The Hindu and The Indian Express. I did not read the entire Indian Express, just the explained section, the editorials page, and the ideas page. I think it's called the ideas page or the opinions page, something.
Yes.
So I used to read these two newspapers, and alongside that, I did Career Launchers Months, both the weekly and the monthly. That was all I did for GK because I was very lazy with GK. I did not want to put in too much effort. So I restricted myself to just these two, three sources.
Okay. What about English? English, I remember, is your strongest section. What did you do particularly
Uh-huh.
for English section?
So I had an advantage in English since I have been a reader since childhood. I've always loved reading, so I was very strong with English. For English, my advice would be to just make sure your vocabulary is strong and make sure you have a good reading speed. Like your comprehension of what you are reading will increase with how much more you keep reading. But just make sure you have a strong vocabulary and make sure that you are increasing your reading speed. So it should take you around 3 to 4 minutes to read a passage. Try to bring your reading speed to that level.
Okay. So considering you are good in English, how much time did you spend this year on different sections? If you can, elaborate on that in the actual CLAT
Okay,
exam.
so I think I gave around 25 minutes to English, then 7 to 8 minutes to GK. Then in one set of QT, I gave around 5 to 7 minutes, I believe. Then legal took around 35 to 40 minutes. Logical took around 20 or 25 minutes, somewhere in between. And I think around 10 to 15 minutes that were remaining, that went to QT.
Okay. Okay. Many students have a question that what is the amount of study time that we should dedicate for the CLAT preparation, considering you also have your school preparation, your boards preparation. How many hours daily did you put in for the CLAT preparation?
I would say don't think that way in term of number of hours. What I used to do was every day before going to sleep, I used to write down what I have to do the next day. Like I used to make a to-do list or a checklist. I used to make it before I went to sleep to do the next day. So I used to put it up on my board in front of me. And then I thought ki today I have to complete all of this. If it takes lesser time than I am expecting, then great. If it takes more time I am expecting, then not great, but you have to do it. So I just
Okay.
tried to complete all those tasks which I had planned for a day.
Okay, fine. What study material did you prefer for doing various sections of the CLAT exam?
For study material, I just used the CL study material which was provided and mocks. That is all. I did not go through any external study materials.
Okay. How many mocks you might have taken in this last 2 years, Abhinav?
I think at least 70 to 80. So
Okay.
we gave a good number of mocks. I was in a study group, and the five of us, we gave a very good number of mocks together.
Right. I remember you guys also spent a lot of time in analyzing the mocks, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh, could you elaborate how you used to analyze your mocks?
Okay, so analyzing may thing is when you are beginning to analyze the mock, give it as much time as is required. For example, if you get a question wrong, then write down beside the question ki what is the thing that I got wrong in this? What is the correct reasoning behind this? Why is it ki this option is better than this option? Write everything down. And when you are done with analyzing a mock, just go through it again, question by question. Understand, like just get it into your head कि मैंने गलत क्या कर दिया. Because I've seen what even I used to do earlier while analyzing is I just used to go through the mock. I saw कि this is wrong. I just read कि what I did wrong and then I moved ahead. So what happens is if you're just reading what you're doing wrong, it won't go into your head. You will forget it in 5 minutes. So what you should do is write down whatever you have gotten wrong, write it down. If there is something which you are getting wrong consistently across 2 to 3 mocks, write it down in a separate copy. Then you can ask it to your faculties or consult someone, another aspirant. Basically, consult someone because while you may not be able to understand कि why I am getting this consistently wrong, others will definitely be able to help you.
Right. So your study group, which involved also AR3 Shubham, you and couple of your friends, all of you did very well in the CLAT exam. So did this study group also kept you motivated throughout your journey?
So I think it very much helped. For this, first I have to credit Shubham because it was his idea in the first place to create this study group, and I think this was the best decision of my entire CLAT preparation journey because it helps you immensely. So, firstly, we gave mocks together. If we had doubts, we asked each other. And the way it helps the most is it makes you competitive. Like, it's just friendly competition. It was friendly competition between the five of us, but it ensured that none of us got very satisfied. Ki, "ठीक है, हो गया." Like, because others are always scoring, you also feel कि नहीं, even I want to score. Even this time, I want to top the next mock. So a study group helped immensely, and I would recommend to everyone to please find 3 or 4 of your good friends who are serious about giving CLAT and form a study group with them because it helps a lot, a lot.
Right. So you guys also set within yourself your group's small goals to go for, and or you gave each other's targets to discuss when you met the next time.
So we helped each other in many ways. For example, for some time we used to send new vocabulary that we found to each other. We used to make GK notes together, and overall we helped each other with everything. For example, someone is not able to understand what they are getting wrong in a mock, they used to post it on the group, and we would discuss upon it. Or overall, just anything CLAT related, we used to put it on the group. The five of us used to discuss about it, and overall, it was just very helpful. Even even just from a friendship perspective, it was a good thing because you know that there are other people who are also going through all of this. So it really helps. It is an amazing moral support.
Right. Okay. So considering if you want to give any advice for the future students who are taking CLAT maybe next year or year later than that, what would your advice be for the students? How to plan their preparation?
I think I'll just go section wise. Firstly, in English, just get a habit of reading. Like all that I said, ki a good reading speed, a good vocabulary, all of that develops if you just read. So read whatever comes into your hand. First of all, make it a daily habit to read the newspaper. Daily means daily. Don't miss a single day. Just read the newspaper daily. Then read books. It is not necessary that you start with such thick books. कि नहीं यार, I want to start with difficult books. If you are just a new reader, begin with whatever interests you, whatever is able to grab your attention. Just read. as much as you can. You can maybe set a target for yourself if that helps you. But English may just begin reading and half your problems will vanish there itself. Then for GK, I would suggest ki be very consistent with the revision. What happened with me was I put off GK for a very long time and I began revising it very late. So if GK had been very, I mean, it was very tough. But for example, in AILET, if GK had been very tough, I think it would have gone disastrously for me. So do not put off GK for the end. I know everyone thinks ki, "Arey, I will do GK in the last, ho jata hai." It nahi hota. So don't put off GK for the end. Be consistent with it. For legal, I would suggest ki just don't be scared of it. You think कि अरे legal है, it is something new, which I don't know the theory, I don't know this, I don't know that. Don't be scared of it. You have the passage in front of you, and the answer is in that passage. So don't be scared of legal. Go through the theory books, just and they're very basic level. They really isn't. They aren't too difficult to understand. So just read the passage carefully, understand the facts and the principles. Just if one thing that might help you is you might while reading the passage, just underline all the principles, and while reading the question, underline the facts. Think of it as principles and facts, and that might help you in legal. Then for logical, I think the trick is to not overthink it. What I have seen is, and even I used to do this a fair lot, I really overthink everything in logical. Like in in eliminating options, I used to think, but yeah, author can also mean this, author can also mean that. So just while reading the passage, try to identify the main point of the author and try to understand the overall tone of the passage. If you have understood these two things, then I think you can eliminate most options, and then your task becomes really easy. So just don't overthink in logical. I think that's the trick to doing well in that section. And finally, maths, the dreaded section of most people. Even I used to be really scared of maths. Like when I found out कि CLAT में maths भी आता है, I seriously considered dropping it. And then I thought कि ठीक है कोई भी 135 अपन 135 का पेपर देंगे. But even the trick with maths is don't be scared of it. What I realized eventually is कि the maths which you are scared of, that is trigonometry, geometry, and all these things, that is not what is asked in CLAT. CLAT asks really basic maths like arithmetic, ratio and proportion, percentages, and all that stuff. This is the simpler kind of maths, and if you practice it a little, if you just set that fear aside from your mind and just practice it consistently, if you begin to love numbers, then there is really nothing holding you back. So for maths as well, my tip would be don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of in maths.
All right.
And
My
ultimately,
last
maths is the differentiating factor. If you are able to do well in maths, then you are doing well in an area where 90% of aspirants are scared. So you are getting that boost to your score.
Yeah, exactly. My last question: what were your attempts in this CLAT 2023 paper, and what is your final score?
I attempted 133 questions in this paper. I left one in English. I think I left nine in GK, and I left seven in QT. So I left 17 questions and I attempted 133. And my final score is 116.75.
Very nice. So you maintained accuracy as well as speed in this exam, which is very essential, right? So again, a very congratulations to you from the entire Career Launcher, Dharampet, Nagpur, and entire Career Launcher Nagpur family. And we wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you, Abhinav, for taking out the time.
Thank you, sir.